Yeah, remember the other day we talked a little bit about the Stellantis investment into Detroit. Remember how they were going to build up SHAP and build up the Warren WAP, build up the Warren assembly plant, the Sterling Heights assembly plant for EVs, how they were going to invest hundreds of millions of dollars? Yeah, they quietly, as they announced that, laid off more employees and more to come as we find out today. Let's talk about it.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I'm going to put the article that I saw up here. This is from CBT News. I'll throw it up here. But UAW rallies as Stellantis announces job cuts amid Michigan plant investments. The rally underscored the tension between Stellantis and the UAW amid declining sales, failing profits, and a shrinking market share. Here's the thing. The union leadership is partially to blame here. I say that because they've consistently watched layoff after layoff after layoff. Never mind the 2,400, almost 2,500 employees that they laid off when they ended the Ram Classic, right? So now there's another 250 employees going bye-bye because of redundancies. And then to come out that come to find out through internal communications at Stellantis that they could be cutting another 110 jobs. Now, what are these other 110 jobs? Well, they're, as Carlos Tavares and team call, redundant jobs. So you're basically going to have people at Warren Assembly doing multiple jobs, right? Because the quality that you've been getting from the vehicles with your cheap ass parts that these employees, these workers have to deal with putting your stuff together with this cheap crap, that's just going to make it better, right? By having less people involved. Is that the plan here, Carlos Tavares? Because I got to be honest with you, I'm not seeing it. So a day after Stellantis announced a $406 million investment across 3 of its Michigan plants, the United Auto Workers held a rally to emphasize that despite the automakers' financial commitments, well, they've made commitments before. We don't have to talk about Belvedere, do we? Significant job cuts are looming at the Warren Truck Assembly Plant. The automaker plans to eliminate the second shift at the plant, which could affect nearly 2,500 jobs. We knew that. We're the focal point of the gathering on Thursday at UAW Local 140 in Warren, Michigan. UAW President Shawn Fain, addressing a crowd of union members and politicians, acknowledged Stellantis' recent investments, but stressed that they only represent a fraction of the company's contractual commitments. Stellantis' investment at Sterling Heights Assembly Plant will fund the production of the electric Ram 1500 REV, which I feel like that's going to be a friggin' disaster, but I digress. While the Warren truck will build an electrified Jeep Wagoneer, because those are selling great, and Dundee Engine will handle battery-related production. Fain criticized the company, noting that the investment at Warren Truck is just 17% of its pledged amount, and Stellantis has met only 2% of its commitments under the UAW agreement nationwide. Fain also raised concerns about the future of idled Belvedere Assembly Plant in Illinois. I talked about that a minute ago. Warning that the union could escalate to a national strike if the company fails to meet its obligation. What affects one of us affects all of us, Fain declared, signaling that the union will fully enforce its contract even to the point of striking if necessary. Stellantis, you know what they're going to do. They're going to deny everything. Stellantis denied violating their agreements, emphasizing in a statement that the company's focus on adapting to industry changes and ensuring future growth. The company highlighted its $97 million investment in the Warrant truck as part of a broader strategy to streamline operations and enhance competitiveness as it transitions to a sustainable mobility tech company. That sounds like a problem. So you're going to be a mobility tech company, not an automaker. Okay. Here's the thing. My issue is Fain talks a big game, right? He talks about what he's going to do, but nothing happens. What are you doing? You know, Click Detroit just published the article. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Yeah. Here we go. This is from Click Detroit. What is it? Clickondetroit.com. And they said basically it's about greed. And I got to be honest here. This is about greed. UAW workers protest Stellantis plan to cut 250 jobs in Detroit. Now, I don't know if this is in addition to the almost 2,500 that they're going to cut, or if these are new cuts. But it said UAW workers rallied at the 140 as Stellantis plans to cut 250 jobs. Now, I didn't hear about the 250 jobs being cut. We already knew about the 2,400 and whatever jobs, almost 2,500 jobs that were being cut. And these new 100 and so jobs are redundant jobs with what is going to be going on with the EV Wagoneers. So I don't know, man. I kind of feel like part of the blame here goes on the union leadership for allowing Stellantis to continually get away with this crap. And look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not pro-union and I'm not against the union. I don't care. I don't have a dog in the hunt, right? I don't have a dog in the fight. Doesn't matter to me. It's not going to make a difference in my life one way or the other. So it is what it is. Because I have a lot of people that are like, oh, TK is pro-union or TK is anti-union. I'm neither. I don't care. I want people to be able to have jobs and be able, if they're already in that job and a company has agreed to a contract to do that job, they should honor their contract. That's no different than if you played sports when you have a contract to play for, say, 3 years for a team. If I come to work every day and I produce and I do my job, whether it's on a basketball court or a football field or on the ice or playing baseball, I expect to be paid my salary accordingly. Plain and simple. But yeah, I saw this and I was just like, wow, here we go again. And yeah, I don't think the layoffs are going to stop with this next 100 and something that they're going to cut at Warren. I don't. I think every place that they see somebody's doing something on this line for the electric Wagoneer, if somebody's doing it for the regular Wagoneer and they can do that same job on the EVs, or if they run them on the same line like they're doing with the Chrysler Pacifica minivan and the Charger EV, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Stellantis will cut more jobs. If they can get somebody else to do that or do 2 jobs for the same money, they're going to do it. And if your union continues to allow it, they don't enforce the contract that you already have, well, there's nobody to blame but the people that make that decision for you guys that negotiated the contract for you. And hopefully you guys will hold them accountable. I understand that you guys have things that you can exercise and do to keep them honest, so to speak, or to remove them if need be. And to be honest with you, I don't think your current president is doing anything for you. I think he's more worried about what he's going to be doing in D.C. depending on how this election goes, personally. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
Percocet.